Good morning all, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to Affinity Racing. Good morning. Hope we are all doing well, hope you all had a good weekend so far. John, Dory, James, how are we all doing? James is already in with all the suggestions. Look, Lexus, Babyberg, the R8, my word, that'll be interesting. I was asleep on your last stream. Oh, that's no good, mate. Dan as well. Morning, mate. Morning, chat. Morning, mate. I hope we're all well. This is going to be a fun little stream. We're going to be streaming until 2 p.m. So we're going to get 5 races in. Of course, all Daily Race C. This one seems as if we are doing a from the back challenge, but I assure you we are not. We're actually going to start on the hards then in this case, and we're going to try and we will pit at the end of lap 3. I think that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, we'll pit end of lap 3. So we'll start on the hard tyres. We'll try a bit of an undercut and see if we can progress our way through the pack. Right, job is a good one. We are good to go. However, I've not obviously raced since Monday. Which is excuse number 1. Excuse number 2 is that I need to go get my headphones out of the van, which I had to take to a gig yesterday. So this one, I'm actually going to have to use sound from the telly, so hopefully you don't hear that too much in the microphone. Right. Let's see how we get on with this one then. And sorry, John, I forgot to say it. We got the car dressed already. We already sorted. Although I haven't seen the livery properly, and I've just spotted the Iron Maiden at the back. So that is absolutely mega. Love that. Thank you so much, mate. This looks absolutely awesome. Everybody have a quick look. Oh, there we go. Look at that, that's mega. Cheers, man, John, thank you so much. Bob as well, how are we doing, mate? Good morning. I feel like we're in a bit of going to be in a bit of a traffic jam here. I don't know if these guys are starting on. The hard tyres as well. I imagine they would be. It feels like that would be the sensible thing to do from where we are. Oh, I'm gonna get tagged. Pushed quite far wide there as well. Oh, he's binned it though. Oh, someone into the pits very early on. Lap number 1, Anton, lap number 1. Wow. I'll catch that comment in a sec, John. Sorry, I can see myself trying to read it and then binning it immediately. Ooh. Took 5 minutes. Oh, for the livery. Don't say that, mate. Say it took hours. So it took you absolutely ages. I've never done the livery, so to me, I assume like it's quite a bit of work. Or it certainly would take me a lot of hours to get anywhere close. He's gone for it, he's gone for it. He's outbroke though. By quite a bit. Right, so end of this lap, I'm going to come in. And then hopefully that works out pretty well in terms of strategy for us, because all of the other races earlier in the week we were starting a little bit further forward, so we were starting on the mediums. Scott, how we doing, mate? Concentrate on your driving, yeah, exactly. You know all too well. It can always be a mistake from me, no matter what. That was nearly one there. Catching up to a few people here. There's been a couple of penalties. Oh, I think, oh, that looked as if he was just trying to absolutely like launch that guy off the road there. Oh, the leaders have started on the hard tyre as well. That's interesting, because I was gaining to the sorry, I wasn't gaining, sorry, but yeah, on the mediums. Right, I'll work out what I was about to say there. I wasn't gaining. There was moments where I actually was. There's a closer look at the livery. But they were pulling away quite a bit overall. Now the actual race leader might be on mediums. P2 and 3, I think is who came in. Right. Let's really try and work hard on this one then. This is kind of like almighty undercut sort of thing what we're aiming for with this. We've got quite a bit of clean air. Clear track in front of us, which is very, very helpful. The race leader still gaining massively though. Out of the corners is where I seem to gain a fair bit of time. Not out of that corner though. Oh man, not out of that corner. That will do it. That'll mess you up a bit. Has the gameplay got any better now on GT7? Yeah, it was always decent to begin with. It had obviously the odd bug and all the rest of it. Same with Gran Turismo, same with Sport really. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of, the main one's the penalty system, or has been in the past couple of races, just being a little bit iffy. But when wasn't it in GT Sport? You know, the barrier penalty that we've just got there is also a little bit annoying, but it's the same for everybody. If you hit the barrier, you get the penalty, simple as that. It ruins your race just a little bit more, but that is the same for everybody. just the decisions on a couple of contact penalties that we have had in the past couple of races. Apart from that, though, like I say, that was exactly the same as GT Sport. GT7 is way better. I wouldn't say it's a totally different game. It's almost just like GT Sport has had a mega update. The physics is obviously the biggest difference. But in my opinion, I am a fan. Well, my chance of undercuts and all that sort of stuff and climbing up the grid is obviously a bit of a write-off in this one. That's for sure. But nonetheless, get some suggestions in. Obviously this first one was in the Jag. I don't really think we're going to make too much progress. People will be pitting a little bit further up, so we might make a couple of spots from those that have started on the mediums and obviously still running currently. Try the Beetle. We'll give the Beetle a go. So we got 5 attempts basically. So I thought I broke there, but we got it slowed down quite nicely, to be fair. So yeah, so we've got 5 attempts. So we got obviously 4 now after this one. So you had been mentioning the Beetle earlier in the week, John, as well. So we'll definitely try the Beetle. Anybody else got any other suggestions? James already says the R8 would be a very big gamble, I'd tell you that for nothing, but we can try the R8. He said the Mini Merc, the Baby Merc, and the, what was the other one that you said, James? It was right at the top there, I just can't see it. Oh, it was the Lexus, I think. Oh yeah, actually yeah, Scott, I did totally forget about that. Yeah, exactly, John. We did have a massive glitch, which I'm hopefully going to get a video done for. Well, I definitely am. I just hope that it'll be soon. Hopefully get a video out on that one and kind of try and explain a few things. It'll take a little bit of editing, that one, because I want to kind of do some multicam stuff. I want to show other people's replays and kind of have my footage with their footage side by side and all that kind of thing. So that'll take me a little while to get round to and to finish up, but hopefully it'll be worth the wait and be pretty good when it's done, fingers crossed. Managing the chicane a bit better than I thought I would be. Well, apart from actually a couple of laps ago. Maybe I forgot about that. Those last 2 laps I've sort of flown through there though. Right, here we go. Hopefully grab a couple of positions. So we started P12, remember. I think it was P12. race leader in. Hopefully we can grab a few positions these next 2 laps, although it'll not be on our own accord. It probably will be when people bin it, I'll be honest. Like that. Thanking you. Right, final lap. No positions to be gained here, I don't think. In the way of pit stops, I thought there might have been the odd straggler that was trying to go long. I was waiting for this race leader, the guy who's now the race leader. I thought that he might have been coming into the pits. I'm sure he hasn't been into the pits, but I might have just not followed things properly. But we're catching up to the back of these guys. Whether these are now onto the hard tyres, I don't know. He'll be onto dirty tyres, that's for sure. Don't want to be out there, mate. Any positions to be made up. Final lap of the Def Chicane. I could be here, you know, because again we flew through there. Not quite. Well, we end up in P12, which is where we started. So it's balanced out, I guess. It's balanced out. Subaru is okay, although it has been nerfed a wee bit. I got you. The Subaru is was always one of my go-to cars for Group 3. We can have a look at the Subaru though. We'll do the Beetle next though. Or actually, we'll go with one of James's suggestions first, since he was first to suggest. So out of the Lexus, the baby Merc, and the R8, which are we going to do? Lexus, R8, and the Merc. If you quickly drop your comments, I'm going to run downstairs, grab my headphones. Lexus, RCF, the Audi R8, or the baby Merc SLS AMG. Which is it going to be out of those? I'm going to run downstairs, quickly comment, let me know which one that we're going to try first. And we'll give it a go. 2 minutes. Right. Let's go. 2 minutes. Whew, that was hard work. I ran down and then back up 5 flights of stairs. Not much fun. Ugh. Did I lock the van? I don't think I did. Oh dear. Whew. Right, okay. So we just have to start renting the cars for this one. So Merc. There it is. R8 will definitely kill you around here. 1,000,000% it will kill me. Which is why I don't want to give it a go. But if we all insist, then that is the idea behind the stream. If you think that we need to give it a go, then we need to give it a go. The time trial, I don't know. What is the time trial? Which one is the time trial? Or what combo is the time trial, I should say. Oh my word, look at this. Everybody's improved massively. Now everybody's in the GTR look. Someone in the M6 again. Yeah, so the Lexus is up there. Maybe we do also try the BMW. Right, let's give the Merc a go then. So I'm not too sure what to expect with the Merc, but I do like this car. NSX 17 around Daytona road course. That could be all right. That could be all right. Have you tried it, John? Is it any good? So the only thing that I find straight away with this is the acceleration isn't quite as good, it doesn't feel, as the Jag. Maybe just need to turn a little bit earlier there. Does get slowed down a hell of a lot quicker though, and the Jag is you can be very late on the brakes. The Jag's very good under braking, so this is always very good into the braking zones. Turns out it's not so good out of the depth chicane though. Oh come on then, yes, Bob's straight on it. So 136.172 for the T-shirt. So Bob reckons I'm going to be. What will we actually? We get 2 laps here. If I shut up and get on with it. So 2 laps. What will my fastest lap be? What will my lap in purple be? I think a 36 or a low or a mid 36 probably is going to be a good shout. Because I've done quite a few laps in that Jag to get that 35. So I do think that. That would take a bit of work to get close to again, I think. Unless this Merc turns out to be absolutely rapid. So if that's the case, then you never do know. Although we were down to 32s, I think, on that mid-sector. Like mid-32s on that first sector there, sorry. But it might make up for it in other sectors. Obviously, a bit of practice always helps. So 35.854 is my current best. Oh, that Merc gets slowed down so much, so rapidly. That's mega. Oh no, don't. I was gonna say, don't get a penalty. We did hit the wall and cost ourselves a bit of time, but we didn't get a penalty. Bit of short shifting as well, probably needed in this, which I'm trying to remember to do. No, 37. That's horrendous. Quite a few tenths lost in the depth chicane, or out of the depth chicane, that said. Oh! Man. Too late to shift up there, I was. Gone are the days where you used to actually just be able to drive straight over those bumps, curbs. Try not to hit the wall on the way out. Ah! Well, I thought a mid-36, to be honest with you. This car is obviously not quite as quick as I thought it might have been. Yeah, I don't have a much better exit there. Probably going to be about 4 tenths up here, I think. Wow, wow. I thought we would have been a lot quicker in this. The problem being, I am still driving it a little bit like the Jag, so I do need to use the car to its advantage, so, or where it's... play to its strengths basically, so I need to be a lot later on the brakes. That for sure. Need to be a lot later on the brakes, need to try and be a little bit more aggressive into those corners and then kind of force the car through them. Lost this best part of a second. Yeah, maybe. It's like mounting a pavement. I know. They are pretty brutal. It's better that way though, because they were always the same height in GT Sport, except it just made no difference if you clobbered over the top of them. Like, you could hammer over the top of those curbs in these cars, and they just wouldn't even flicker. It would be the equivalent of a Range Rover driving over a stone. Like, it just... you didn't even feel it. So I'm quite glad that they've done something about that. I mean, if they did just drop the height of the curbs, I'd be happy. As I was going to say, barriers there. They pretty much are barriers. If they dropped the height of them, I'd be a bit happier, but I think that's the point, isn't it? Because that is a tremendous section of track through those through that S. In the middle sector, I think you would lose a lot of. You would lose a lot if you could just straight line the whole thing. Right. So when we were in the Jag, we were able to pretty much out accelerate any other car that was in front of us. Can't quite do that in the Merc by the looks of it, or at least not against this BM. No, 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 no. Stay on them, stay on them, stay on them. Come on. Backing out of this one. Maybe I am. Oh, he's hit the wall. He almost lost it. I think he's signalling that he's going into the pits. No, maybe not. See the difference. The BM's just got the edge, I think. That was always there, buddy. Adam, how we doing, mate? How we all doing? I'm doing good, mate. I had a gig last night actually, which was all good, and then straight into the office this morning for a stream. That was well caught, let's be honest. Let's be honest. So yeah, mate, all good fun. How about yourself? Hope all is well. Someone into the pits there. A couple of people into the pits. We're up to P8. So we started P11 on this one. I think it was P11. Then I'm going to pit end of this lap. Pits we go. Week off next week. Some hours in a play seat on the agenda. Love it. Nice one, mate. Lovely stuff. Oh, Craig, sorry, mate. I didn't even spot you in the chat there. I apologise, mate. I hope we're all well. Oh, we're dropping a few places there. We're getting the run on us out of the pits. Oh, it looks like they've all killed each other. Can't stay. Mum's for lunch. Oh, we'll join. I'm gonna get home around 3. I'll probably be finished then, mate. I think I'm gonna be streaming till about 2. But appreciate you stopping by to say hello as always. I'll be back on tomorrow, obviously, for new dailies. This pretty much is meant to be the Friday night stream that I didn't manage to do, so jumping on for a few hours, well, a couple hours. That's ambitious. Don't think that was ever going to work. So the race leader starting on the hard tyres. Interesting. Tell you what, this Merc can be a little bit, well, lively. I should have probably pitted lap 4, I think, because the rear tyres in this car are getting chewed up so easily. Yeah, mate, yeah. I play drums, I make a bit of noise. Are you talking about me? I don't want to assume that you were just talking about me there. Probably says a lot about my ego, that. This one's gone. Oh, look at the drums. You must be on about me. Yes, anyways, yes. I play drums, mate, so not only am I a noisy git on stream, I'm a noisy git just in general. But yeah, I had a gig last night with Lauren Moore. Played drums for her. Oh god, that felt a bit uncomfortable. Oh, the race leader's either going into the pits or he's binned it in that chicane and lost a lot of time because we gained a huge amount there. Try and settle in a little bit. Still not quite in too much of a rhythm with the Merc, just trying to work things out. I do feel like upshifting as we go through the death chicane helped on that last lap though. Just to settle the car a little bit. Very nice, fairly smooth all through there. The Jag did have a little bit of understeer through there. Manages it pretty much no problem. Nice and late on the brakes. Just got to be easy on the throttle because second gear, very easy to spin those wheels up a little bit too much. Wash, we're going to have that position there as he clobbers into the wall. Also got himself a penalty to serve, so we will have that. Right, a couple of positions up ahead here. But as always with Dragon Trail, it's very difficult to overtake, so as Murray would say, catching up is one thing, overtaking is another. was just enough to not get a penalty there. Just enough. That was lucky. That was very lucky. Didn't realise he was going to be going into the pits there. Seen them tangle up on the apex, but just holds on to it, the vision there. What wheel am I using? I'm on the THRUSTMASTER T300, which is what Stu very kindly sent. And then I was on the G29 before that, mate. But this wheel is absolutely mega. I absolutely love it. That one's a penalty. I knew that one was a penalty. There was no way I was stopping myself getting into that barrier there. Messed that one right up from the start there. Feel the damage on the car as well. Looks like it could end up being a battle for P9 this one then. Oh no, not like that, it won't be. Oh, have you, John? What an absolute hero. What an absolute hero, mate. That's what I love about everybody in the championship, you know, in the British Heart Foundation Championship. So I got mine, I think it was Chaos that gave me the first proper wheel that I had. Everybody helps everybody, which is what is absolutely mega. And of course Frank as well. I can't remember. I think it was Brian that sent Frank his wheel last year, the year before. Michael will be worried about Amy's pace. That's it. Once you get on the wheels, I mean, I know there's some really, really fast pad players, but once you get on the wheels, it's just a different world. It's like so much quicker. I found anyways, I found as soon as I was on the wheel I was like absolutely flying in comparison to pad. Anastasis, how we doing? Ooh, hope we're all well. I'm just trying not to bin it now in this Merc's all of a sudden gone very like light, which is courtesy of those fairly worn tyres. Then you drove to Newquay to get it from Frank. Oh dear. There we go. Did Frank get did Frank get a different wheel or something and then... Mega. Right, P10, that one wasn't the best of races, that one. A couple of mistakes and whatnot. Just trying to bring it home now. So those tyres just dropped off massively at the end. Which was a bit weird. Because when we were on to lap 8, I thought, oh, these tyres are actually in fairly decent nick. And then all of a sudden they just went very, very kind of... They just disappeared. So the tyre wear started to get a lot worse. Or what's the word I'm looking for? They went downhill a lot quicker at that point, basically. Oh, I see. Franklin hand, look, I'm back in the controller. I got you. Oh, I see. So are you on pad? Are you on pad then, John? Sorry. I was assuming that you were on wheel, or maybe that was why, because you've had it, but then now you're no longer. I think that makes sense. I think I'm following. I see. So when you're on the British Heart Foundation races now, are you racing on pad? Is that right? Speaking of which, anyways, we'll get on to the Beetle now. So we'll try the Beetle, and then we'll work out what other cars we can maybe have a look at. You're back on pad. I got you. All right, I got you. Do you feel like you're either any quicker or any slower on pad? After doing pad, then onto the wheel, and then like back again, and kind of being between the two, or do you feel that it's kind of the same? Oh, this is just going to be carnage, isn't it? Right, let's hope for the best here then. Very easy to spin this thing, although it feels a little bit more planted than I was expecting. The last few times that I've driven this thing, it feels like it was dead easy to spin out. Which it definitely was. John knows exactly what I'm talking about. Compared to Gran Turismo Sport, anyways. Yeah, if you don't have a rig. Well, see, so which one have I got? Because I bought this rig off Brian. Or was it just the seat I bought off Brian? I can't remember now. No, it was this full rig and the play seat. So I bought this off Brian, but I totally agree. What the first ever wheel that I had and the one that I had from Chaos was literally just like clamped onto my desk, and then I bought a really cheap rig and seat, which was the ADX, I think, but it wasn't that great. It was really uncomfortable. Even though it was a proper rig and the seat and everything, it wasn't that great, and it really did hurt my back. And the first stream that I tried doing on it was a 24-hour stream. I was going to do like 24 hours because we had Nürburgring that week on the combos, and I was going to do all day Saturday, basically 10 a.m. till 10 a.m. on the Sunday morning. And literally after 3 or 4 hours, I was like, oh, my back is hurting so much. I couldn't quite explain what it was with that chair, but it kind of, the very base of it kind of leaned outwards, and then the top of it kind of almost came arched back over, so it felt as if you were like leaning over the top of it like that. It really wasn't the best, or at least for being in for like long periods of time. It was okay if I was in for a couple of hours maybe, but anything more than that, honestly, it was absolutely brutal on my back. Right, so the Beetle feels okay. I'm going to try and start pushing a little bit here if I can. Just need to get used to the gearings again because we've got 7 gears in this thing. I don't think you need to necessarily short shift. But the only problem for me there is that there is a slight bit of, there's quite a bit of understeer on the way into that chicane. Trying to make that initial turn into the death chicane is a lot of understeer. Right, guesses in then. What is our fastest lap going to be? We're going to get 1, 2, 3. We'll get 3 more laps in here. What is our fastest lap going to be? Lap in purple. 37.9 is what we've currently got. Desperately need to improve on that if I'm thinking about racing with this thing. We're 3/10 up there already. That's good. See if we can keep this flat. Not quite. I couldn't feel like the car was going to turn in very well there. Another 5/10 so far here. Oh no, almost lost it there. Two more laps. See if we can get this down like mid 36s here. It's still an entire second to take off. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, that one. Oh man. That's a bit better. Nice. That's the one. Right. Oh, will that put us down with 36s? It will do, only just. One more lap. What's our guesses, everybody? See what we can do here. See if I can just lift here. probably just lift there without having to brake. Maybe it's not when your tyres are absolutely done in. .36.7, so still that's like pretty much a second off the fastest pace that I had in the Jag. Oh, this race is going to be a bit of a challenge, isn't it? Jeez. Amy's been my best mate for years, decided to be best off with her. No, she'll use it endlessly. And have the fun I should be with it. Oh, past midnight. Using it since she's got it. Oh, what a treat. What a belter. Not got off it since Friday morning. Oh, so she's just got it. I got you. I was going to give it a Christmas, but couldn't fit it in the car. Oh, what a treat, mate. That's what an absolute hero, man. That's mint. So is she favourite for the oh, hang on. Hard tyres. Oh, no. Will this let us change tyres here? Someone just called me to I don't think that's the case. Somebody's just said Affinity Racing dirty, but did we bin anybody in the last race? I don't think we did. Yeah, Adam, I'm not sure. I would love it. I would love the VR2, but I don't know. It's out next week, isn't it? I would love it. I would love to do some streams with it. I would love to absolutely would really, really, really love to do some racing with it, but I'll have to do some financial calculations and see whether or not how soon I'll be able to buy it, to be honest. Oh, I just realised it was the guy in the BMW when we were alongside him, and then he tried to turn in while we were there, so... Oh, no. Now people are going to be thinking I'm dirty. Now people are going to be thinking I'm dirty. That's no good. Yeah, more streamer reviews and stuff, yeah. I think it'll be great. Like, I'd love to be one of those people that are doing a review on it and getting on it nice and early and stuff, but yeah, it might take me a little while to end up buying it, to be fair. Yeah, it could make you quite nauseous, couldn't it? Oh. Right, again, this one's a little bit of a recovery race. Being spun quite early on there, which was a shame. Try and catch back up to these guys if we can do. I think if it's okay, I'm going to try the Nissan next, because obviously everybody's in the Nissan. It does seem to be quite a decent car. It obviously seems to be quite quick for quali as well. I do think I need to try and start a little bit further up if we can do. So I'm just going to keep running on these mediums at the moment. Well, obviously I'm going to keep running on the mediums. We've got quite a few laps still. Oh yeah. Motion sickness due to the increased frame rate. That's interesting then. That's interesting. Yeah, it's a little bit of a weird one. It's strange, you know, because as much as I love car like racing and all this sort of stuff, I cannot be a passenger in a car. I get proper bad travel sickness, like, or motion sickness straight away. I did like a driving experience thing last year, or maybe it was the year before. If I just remembered to upshift at times as well, that would be useful. Did like a driving experience thing, so I did a couple of laps in the Audi R8, and that was mega. And then there was an option for you to be a passenger in one of the like Formula 4 cars or something like that, Ford Formula car or something. So I did that as it was like a passenger ride, and I think you'd done 2 laps. But honestly, I was immediately so ill just being a passenger. I mean, that's obviously someone like hoofing it around a racetrack, so it's a little bit different. But honestly, I was so ill. I was like, I need like half an hour before I get back in the car to drive home. It was proper bad. So yeah, but just to be a passenger in a car, I've got a job down London next month, and the plans have all just changed. I was meant to be driving down. Now it looks like I'm going to be a passenger, and I'm genuinely thinking about either saying, look, I would just rather not do the job. It's a really big bit of filming work, but I'd literally either be like, I would rather not do the job at all, or I end up paying the extra for me to drive down just by myself. Proper bad travel sickness, it's no good. So I'll be interested to see how I fare up on the VR then, whenever I do finally get onto it. Oh, he did the same driving experience in the Aston Martin. Nice. Do you know what? There was the option to do a couple of different cars and all that sort of stuff, and then obviously like it's like, oh, upgrade while you're here, and you can do a couple extras and all the rest of it. And I ended up doing a few more laps in the Audi instead. I think I paid the extra to do 2 laps. Because I was like, it's pointless doing 1 lap in a car and then getting straight out and then having to wait like ages before you do another one. So it was like, oh, I can just do 2 laps straight round. But the guy was dead canny actually. He was spot on. He was like, oh, just go for a couple extra. I was like, all right, mint. And he did the oh, I think that's what I paid. I paid for the demo lap where they talk you through the racing lines. Not that you get any chance to actually really do any of that sort of stuff, but yeah, they give you like a guide to the track and stuff. So I ended up doing that so that I could get an extra lap in. Can't be a passenger, yeah. I don't know. I don't quite know what it is. I don't know. Half the time, sometimes it is like motion sickness, and a lot of the time also it is just the fear of not being in control. Like if we crash the car and it's my fault, at least I can just say, well, it was my fault. But if somebody else crashed the car while I'm in it, I'd be like, well, I wouldn't have done that. Great move, mate. Great move. Fantastic move, that. This Beetle hasn't been half as bad as I thought it would be, to be honest. The understeer has surprised me a little bit, but it's not been as flinchy on the exits of corners. Not been as bad as I thought it would be. You see that? I'm guaranteed to win it now, aren't I? Can't do planes, boats or buses. Planes not too bad with, but when we were on holiday we did a trip out on the boat to go and see some dolphins or whatever it was. Don't think we actually did see any dolphins. No, actually I think we did, but I didn't see them because I was too busy like puking up. So got proper bad. What do you call it when you get it's not seasickness. Is it seasickness? That phrase doesn't sound right. Seasick. I'm sure. That's what it's called, isn't it? Gotta be. I just realised I'm up to P6. How the hell's that happened? I'm gonna lose a few positions when we go into the pits, I think. we're going to lose any more positions yet. P10. Well, we've not had any like penalties and stuff, but it's just not been. I've just not been particularly quick in this car, which I'm a bit gutted about. Race leader into the pits. Yeah, out of context, Bob. I didn't. In context, though, I think we're all right. It's a Yorkshire thing, dodgy things are done properly. Right, final lap. I mean, I've really struggled to kind of have the pace of those guys up ahead there. I mean, that P9, once he got past me, I was never catching up to him. Just as I say about the Beetle not being as sketchy as I thought it was. Oh, look at that. That's what I needed. That's what I've needed all this race. I flew through the chicane there. That is what I've needed all this race. That's what I needed to be doing. like, all the last 9 laps. I'll learn how to drive properly at some point. Yeah, there's a fair few of you Yorkshire based, isn't there? I've got this really annoying, I don't know if you'll see this on here, I've got this really annoying like bright pink line which is just appears on my phone and just stays there constantly at the minute. Like no matter what I do. Rotherham. I think I've been to Rotherham. I feel like I've been everywhere else in York though. Yorkshire, sorry. Oh my word. That's a fairly brutal insult. I don't think people would fancy being reminded of that, would they? Deary me. Right, let's I'm gonna jump in the GTR and then we'll try the Lexus. James suggested the Lexus earlier. I don't know if James is still on or not, but we'll try the Lexus after that, after this. And then that will be our stream, pretty much, I think. Right, let's see what this Nissan's got then, because everybody's in the Nissan and I want to know why. So it's got a lot of power, this thing, which is why I think some people aren't using it in the race, and certainly why I've avoided using it in the race. I don't think we need to be short shifting. Oh my god, that was so much better on the brakes than I was expecting it to be. We were at 156 there, quicker than most cars, and it's very, very good on the brakes. Right, get your guesses in. What's our fastest lap time going to be? Our lap in purple. If you guess correctly, all 3 decimal places. We all know the score. Free t-shirt from the merch store. Links in the description. Let's go. I want to get this down. This should be down to the 35s now. Although I'm hoping it doesn't require quite a bit of practice for me to get back down there. So let's hope for the 35s here. Try and improve our quali time if we can. We're only going to have enough time for 5 laps. Maybe 6. Probably 5 laps, so let's go. Oh. That's not the recommended racing line, that one. And yet we're still up on our time. What a fool. No. No. Not what you're meant to do. Let's go again. If I actually get a good lap together in this, we might improve our time. If. It's a big if. The red side of Manchester. Right, I need to be quicker through there. I need to be doing over 130. I think I was 127 on the apex of that chicane. I tried to have a quick glance, because it always feels quick until you look at your speedo and then you realise, oh, actually I'm taking it quite easy through here. So let's see what this is going to be. This is probably going to be, what's this, 36, 37? Oh my word. Why am I so slow? Right, let's absolutely gun it these next 2 laps then. I don't think I'm ever going to get back to that pace. I put a lot of practice in to get to that pace on Monday, and I just can't seem to get anywhere near it again. It's a quali lap, you've got to push. There we go. Right, final lap, come on, we've got to push. This is our chance to improve. I don't think I'm going to get anywhere near improving. Don't spin it, don't spin it. Keep it nice and smooth, let's go, there's a 10th. Go, 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 go. Push, 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 push. Right, I'm just gunning it through this chicane here because we're 4/10 up, but it still wouldn't be an improvement, so I've got to absolutely launch it here. There we go. Still wasn't actually launching it as much as I thought it was going to be, but Right, now we're 4/10 off our pace. Now I feel a little bit better. Thank God for that. Oh, I'm in the wrong GTR. Well, doesn't that say it all? Bugger. I didn't even realise there was two. What an absolute div. What a div. Oh, I never even noticed that. Oh well. Looks like we're trying it in this one then. I never even noticed. But yes, well spotted, Dory. I didn't, I was too busy focused on quality to even see the comment as well. Oh. Annoying. And I've started on the mediums. Oh, even worse. Should have been on the hard tyres to start with. In Brighton this weekend. Oh, nice one, mate. I've been to Brighton. It's very nice down there. Here we go. Oh, I can't believe I'm in the wrong GTR. I've never even noticed that there was two on this. Two, you know, honestly. Never even noticed. Well, let's make this one worthwhile. Oh no, I'm not liking the look of this. Oh, quickly get around him. Oh, he had a nerve to call me dirty earlier. Look at that. Look at that. He had a nerve to call me dirty. The filth. The absolute filth. Have him, yeah, I'm going to go at the inside. Actually, no, I'm not. Although, judging by how far away from the apex he was, I probably should have done. Elbows out, absolutely. Oh, Maverick giving us a nudge there. I just realised who that was. What an absolute hero. Allows us to catch up to the back of the BM. Not going to go side by side there with him since he doesn't know how to race side by side. Thinks that was us, that was being dirty. Try and outbrake, yeah. That's the old switcheroo. That wasn't very nice. Oh, we've got damage off that. Sugar. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, it felt like we had damage off that. I don't know if that quite could have been dirty air from the car in front. I wouldn't have thought so. Right. Onwards we go then. Up onto the podium position. We're going to have to see if we can get an overcut to the chap who's just gone in. I feel like he's going to now come back out because of the way the carnage that's just unfolded there. He's actually going to come out into a bit of traffic. So I don't think that's worked out too well for him. If anything, we've got the advantage on him now because we also now have a clear track. So for that chap who just pitted and had the podium, I think we've got the advantage on him. So as far as I'm concerned now, we are now fighting for a podium here. We are now racing for a podium. Focusing now on just getting in as many quick, decent laps as I can do. Hopefully that then results in building a gap to the Dutch driver. Is that Dutch flag? Dutch driver. Oh, they all go into the pits. They're all on the hard tyres. Right, okay. Okay, that might not work out to my advantage then, because we have actually just... We've got all those overtakes done, but they were all on the hards. So they were at a disadvantage. So this will now actually be interesting when we go in. And when we come back out. Just really trying to push as much as I can now though. Don't bin it. Don't say that, Scott. It's guaranteed to happen now. Guaranteed. Two guys up ahead there are absolutely flying. Almost lost it there. Lost some frames there. Oh shit, yeah, I have done. Hopefully we're alright though. Let me know if it happens again. I will keep a check. Apologies there. I think we lost like a couple of seconds and then it's sorted itself out, I think, hasn't it? So. Well, that wasn't ideal. You know the bit where we said just don't bin it? I binned it. Jonathan, how we doing, mate? You tuned in at the right time there, didn't you? Oops. Yeah, oops indeed. Meeting him at the apex, yeah. Just thought that'd be a penalty for cutting the track as well. 3-tacking penalty for cutting the track, guaranteed. Apparently. Yeah, mate. Next weekend, no races tonight, Jonathan. Next weekend for the next round. Although what track it's at, I do not know. But yeah, next weekend for the next round. Road Atlanta, that's the one. Yes, I knew that. I knew it. 32 laps. It's going to be mega around there. Really difficult track to overtake. I think the group will be quite close. Really easy to lose a lot of time as well, being stuck behind somebody. So, alternative strategies potentially recommended. I feel like I'm going to be quite happy around there in the Lambo again. To be fair, the Lambo's hopefully going to be pretty decent, I think. You get the blame for the crash, no doubt. Yes, you do, mate. I forgot about that, but you commented saying don't bin it, and I binned it, so yeah, your fault. The commentator's curse. I mean, if you want to accept responsibility, I'm more than happy for you to do so, mate, but anything that takes the blame off me. Oh, now, P1, how have we just gained a second to him there? What on earth's gone on for him? Right, for the next race then, should we either try... We've got one more race, so should we try the Lexus or shall we try the actual proper GTR? Well, not the proper GTR, but the correct GTR. Which one should we do? Yeah, Scott's fault that one then, everybody. Let's all blame Scott. Nothing to do with me putting it into the wall. It was weird as well because we got like the 3-second penalty for the initial one, and then we got another penalty for when we like got thrown from one wall to the other. When we hit the other wall, we got another penalty, which I think is a little bit more unfair than the original 3 seconds, to be honest. Oh dear. Am I getting the VR thing? Yeah, we were just talking about that earlier. I don't quite know. I'll probably not be getting it when it first comes out, to be honest with you, which is a bit of a shame. I'd love to have been able to jump straight on it, do some streams, do some reviews and all that sort of stuff, but I don't really think I'm going to be able to. I would love to though. I would really, really love to. So yeah, I'm not too sure. The answer is probably going to be no, because I think it's out next week, wasn't it? So probably not, sadly, but I would really, really like to. But yeah, so it might be a little bit further down the line before I'm able to get onto it, to be honest with you. I'd love to experience it, even if they say that it's crap, even if everybody came out and said, look, it's a load of crap, don't get it. You hit 3 walls. There you go, yeah, 1.5 seconds for each. There we are, that makes sense then. Even if all the reviews said that it was crap, I would still love to try it just to experience the whole VR thing. But take the first one, the second is all yours. Deal. Split responsibility for my crash. Right. John's saying the BMW, Bob's saying the GTR. Whoever votes next, that's the decision we're going for. So whoever votes next out of the BMW or the GTR, sorry, the Lexus. Oh no, yeah, John said BMW. Did I say BMW or did I say Lexus? I feel like we've done the GTR though. Is the GTR realistically any actual different? The other GTR. Let's see if it feels any different. I'll do 2 laps in this, if I'm not immediately on the pace, I'll tell you now though, I genuinely can feel the difference. Wow. I feel like it feels like it's a little bit more on rails. I don't know if that's because I've just been driving the on the hard tyres and now we're back onto the mediums. Oh, it's very understeery though. It's actually very understeery in comparison to the 18. Two laps, and if I'm not on par with a very low 36, then I'll go for the BMW or the Lexus. So that's the deal. If I'm below a 36, let's say 36.1 or 36.2, if I'm below that, then we'll stick with this car, because then quite clearly I could possibly be a bit competitive in it. If not, then we'll go with either the BMW or the Lexus. So get your votes in between BMW and Lexus, and if we're too slow in this, whichever has the most votes out of them is what we'll go in. That makes sense? David's gone with the Lexus. How are we doing, mate? I hope we're all well. Welcome along. Right, next lap, we've got to take off an entire more than a second here for me to even be in this car for this race. So there's hopefully 3/10. The 18 feels a little bit better on brakes. Feels like it does get stopped just a touch quicker. $36.5. What do we think? Do we go with this or do we go with the... It looks like it's going to be the BMW. John's voted BMW. John said GTR, but then Scott said BMW. David said Lexus. BMW has the most votes. Only by 1. Not many people voted, but there we go. Right, let's do the BM then. Right, is this the right BMW? Because we got two here. They are both the same. Oh, we got endurance model and sprint model. Is there any difference between them though? Endurance model, sprint model. I don't think there's any difference, is there? Well, sorry. There will be a difference. Does anybody know what it is? I don't know of a difference. In fact, if we just go with whatever was on here. Then it'll be the... Oh, one's got the sprint, one's got the endurance. Right, John's saying the sprint model, so let's go sprint. Taking your word for it, John. Right. 2 laps. How on earth are we going to get on here? I've got absolutely no idea. I do like the BM, but most of my time spent driving this was on GT Sport. Gets stopped, but I wasn't expecting it to there. Right, how it's going to handle this chicane, I do not quite know. Better than I thought. Oh, go on. A bit better than I thought. I'm a fan of the BM. I am a fan of the BM. Go, 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 go. It's going to be a low 36. Oh no, it's not. Christ, it's well off. I thought it was going to be a low 36 there. Need to be off the power a bit later, on the brakes a bit later if I'm going to use the brakes there, and be on an actual racing line instead of all over the shop as I was there. Trying to be extra brave there. It's kind of paid off. See if we can get this across the line in time. You dipstick, Rodney. Almost binned it. 36.4. It's not too bad. With a bit more practice, I'd feel quite confident in that, to be fair. Yeah, don't turn too sharply, it's loose on the back end. Oh, no difference at all. Right, well, that's handy to know. Right, we're starting P10 then. I'm going to go on the hard tyres, get them out of the way, hopefully. Or should we do what we did? Oh, it's too late to really choose now, isn't it? But I should maybe do what I did on the last race, because that seemed to work out quite well. Just if I hadn't had that penalty and binned it and made all the mistakes that I did, we might have had an alright race, you know. We were up to P3 by lap 4. Got to go soon, off out of the park. No bother at all, mate. No bother at all. This is our last race anyways. So, let's see how we get on. We're in the BM. Apart from a couple of laps that we've just done there, obviously not too much practice, but it feels alright. So, starting on the hard tyres, let's see what we can do here. Awesome stream. I wouldn't go that far, mate, but appreciate it. No worries, John. I shall catch you in a little bit, mate. I'll catch you hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Start, usual time. I was expecting me to just spin the car there. Right, let's go. Careful on the hard tyres. Tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. Not necessarily that guy's fault there, but I would like to think that if that had just happened to me, he was going like a lot slower there. I'd like to think that if I was doing that, I would move as far out to the racetrack so it was obvious as to which side people needed to overtake you. I'd like to think that I would do that. I don't know. Difficult to say when you're in the middle of the race. Just had whatever happened to you, and then all of a sudden you're going slow. I presume he's just almost binned it there or whatever. And he's going quite a bit slower than everybody else. Anyways, get over it, we'll move on. How do we think the BM is on tyres? I'm going to try and work out what lap is going to be best to pit here. Oh, it's not working out well for me at the minute, is it? It's an tyre second as well, just lost. Whoa! Nearly. I'm gonna go one more. I'm gonna go one more on the hard tyres. That was pretty close there. Uncomfortably close. Oh, nice over the penalty. I'm hoping he's on mediums. There it is, straight into the wall, tremendous. Tremendous. Wish I could get up to 8, it'd be forever. I think the main difference, you might already be doing it, David, I don't know. The main difference for me was I was always doing the streams. But the main difference for me that really helped was I just sat and I grafted on a quali time so that I was starting a little bit further forward than I otherwise would be. I was normally, so when I'm on Gran Turismo, it normally is only on streams. And so I was starting the streams, you know, like 7 o'clock at night, whatever, and I'd start the stream and I'd do a few races and all the rest of it, but I was just trying to improve my quality time whilst I was on stream. Then I started putting, maybe it's just like half an hour or an hour before, I would actually just sit and literally just lap the quali lap constantly, so that I was starting a little bit higher up. And it made a big difference, because even if you had a crap race, but you went from P2 or 3 or 4, and you went down a few positions, you were still actually gaining more DR, because you were getting a top half result. So I definitely recommend that if you're not doing so already. Just try and sit, find when one of the combos come up, especially if it's a track that you like or you're quite quick at. Just sit and really focus on the quali laps, and then you know, get yourself some slightly better starting positions than maybe what you might end up with, and then push on from there. And that was what really made the difference for me when I actually became A+, when I eventually got to it, or A and then A+. Both of those were races where I didn't do like particularly well. It was literally like a P4 or a P6, but just enough of those kind of decent results is what got me to the, you know what I mean, that makes sense. Got, you know, even a P8 on a 16 car lobby is a top half result, so it definitely helped to be starting a little bit further up, and that was the biggest difference for me. And then also, of course, you come into the race and you know the track a little bit better and all the rest of it as well anyways, which makes you better at being able to race it. But I was a B for absolutely ages. I'm trying to get back up to A+. All these races that we've just had today won't be helping, however. I really do need to work on my quali time because everybody else has improved theirs. And now I'm starting way down at the back. Go. Oh, you're kidding. Well, that is pretty much that one done then, isn't it? Oh, you tit, come on. What an absolute fool. That is brutal. Oh, a rage quit is surely not far away now. Right. Literally P12 is what we're having to chase down now. P13 even worse. Oh man. A lot of power in this BM, and we've just found that out. Very easy to spin this thing round. I was just about to mention and say, I wonder how the tyres are faring up actually. I was just about to have a little neb, but there we go. Oh, James, mate. This was our last race, unfortunately. I wasn't sure if you were in earlier because I was saying we were going to look at the Lexus. And then it got outvoted by the BM. Nothing to do with you that time, Scott. No, you're right, mate. You're right. Just as usual with me. Even if I don't say it out loud, it's still a bit of a commentator's curse because I was literally thinking in my head there, the tyres seem to be doing okay. We've got quite a bit of grip. That is literally what I was thinking, and I was just about to say it. Right, let's have P13 here then. No way. No way. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way. I give up. I give up. We cannot end the stream on a rage quit, but I'm not far off. Oh, we're dead last. We've been lurking. Oh mate, well I'm sure you saw all the crashes and all the mistakes. And then we've had a couple this race as well. This has been the worst one. This BM is absolutely mega as well. I'm gutted. We could have actually done quite well in this, I think. I am absolutely gutted. Can't handle the power. I can't, mate. That's the problem. Oh no. My word. It's all gone wrong now. It's all gone wrong. We got to give up on that, I'm afraid. Ah! No. No, 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 no. I'm gutted. I'm absolutely devastated. Bugger. Bugger. How annoying. How annoying. Never mind. Well, look, we're going to be back here tomorrow, so hopefully we see everybody then. I can't remember what the daily races were, but they were decent as far as I remember. What was it? What was it? What was it? I can't remember now. Let me quickly find out. I'll tell you what the daily races are for next week. I hadn't had a chance to post them out onto my socials. Daily races for next week are... Oh yeah, it was Lago Major full reverse, so the full track in reverse, sorry, Group 2. So there's potential there for some decent racing, I do think. And then we got Group 3, so for Daily Race B, we got Group 3 at Catalonia, no chicane. So that's also going to be quite interesting. In my opinion, that makes it a little bit more difficult to overtake, because it's a bit easier to make a mistake on the chicane and kind of ruin your exit on the way out and get a better exit than somebody or whatever. So I feel like that makes that straight then even better, or you know, a little bit easier to overtake if you get things right. But anyways, a bit of an interesting one. So Group 2 tomorrow. I'm going to be looking forward to that. I'm just about to sort the thumbnail out and schedule the stream. Oh yeah, Daily Race A is, let's have a look for what Daily Race A was. Colorado Springs in the Renault R5 Turbo. So we'll probably be giving that one a miss, I presume. But anyways, there we go. We're going to round it off there. Hope everyone's enjoyed the stream still. We've had a bit of a laugh. It's not been the best in terms of results, but we've had some fun. So that should be... all that matters. Daily Race C tomorrow, though, is looking good. Daily Race B will give a go as well, so we'll be on both of those. So yes, I shall see you all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys, and I shall catch you on our usual Monday night stream tomorrow, which we can hopefully have some better luck than that. Toodles!